Good afternoon, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this afternoon, Indicom probing shooting of 5 men, 4 fatally by police in Negril during attempted robbery. The Independent Commission of Investigations is probing the shooting of 5 men by the police during an attempted robbery in Negril, Westmoreland on Friday. Indicom says information so far is that 4 of the men have been confirmed dead, with the 5th receiving treatment for injuries sustained. Further, it says 6 weapons were recovered arising from the incident. Indicom states it was informed that an intelligence-led operation by the police caused the interception of an attempted robbery incident. The interception by the police team resulted in 5 men being shot. Indicom says it was advised that no member of the security forces was injured nor any bystanders. The oversight body says its team conducted extensive investigative actions. Indicom's crime scene examiners examined and processed the scene, including 2 vehicles. Evidential material recovered was also packaged. The hands of the deceased men was swabbed for DNA testing, and their bodies was photographed and sealed pending post-mortem examinations. While witness canvassing was conducted, Indicom is appealing to any person who witnessed the fatal shooting to contact the Office of the Commission at 876-968-1932. Indicom is reminding members of the public where photos, videos, or information is available in incidents involving members of the security forces, it should be made available and shared with the Commission. This information should be shared via Indicom's new WhatsApp number at 876-553-0000. Gangsters continue to wreak havoc in Green Island despite several anti-crime measures. Gangsters are continuing their deadly feud in the Western Jamaica district despite several measures implemented by the police to contain the ongoing criminal activity within this space. Assistant Commissioner of Police in charge of Area 1, Glenford Miller, on Thursday named the Logwood area as one section of Green Island that has been impacted by gang conflicts for several months. Notwithstanding the operational activities and the strategies that the police have implemented in that space to try to keep persons safe, the criminals continue to find ways and means of killing each other, said ACP Miller during an interview with the news. As a result of that, we continue to impose strategies and continue to have a presence within the Green Island policing space. We have to impose round-the-clock policing presence there to actually prevent the gangsters from shooting each other and claiming the lives of innocent persons, added ACP Miller. On Thursday, the police extended a 48-hour curfew in sections of Green Island, which will last until Saturday at 6 p.m. The curfew is an extension of a similar measure implemented on Tuesday. But despite the implementation of the curfew on Tuesday, a man was reportedly fatally shot at his house in Logwood that night. While ACP Miller was unable to give details on Tuesday's killing, he said that the police intelligence has suggested that there will be reprisals and counter-reprisals. He said this was the reason the police applied for an extension of the curfew. Noting that murders and shootings continue to be an issue in the parish, ACP Miller said measures implemented by the police are aimed at maintaining law and order within the area, but they need the support of residents. Our intent is to ensure that persons are safe, and we want to reduce the incidence of crime. So we are asking the citizens of Hanover to partner with us, help us, and tell us what you know. Help us to get rid of the criminality within the Hanover space, especially Green Island. We need to bring it back to a level where persons feel free and comfortable to live, work, do their business, and raise their family, said ACP Miller, as he charged that the only way the gangsters can solve these issues and their problems is taking it out on each other with the use of a firearm. Since the start of the week, the parish has recorded 3 murders, 2 of which were committed in the Green Island police space. ACP Miller explained that the 2 committed in the Green Island area were gang-related, while the other committed elsewhere in the parish was the result of a domestic dispute. approximately 35 murders have been committed in the parish since the start of this year, with the majority recorded in Green Island. ACP Miller said the Ant Nest and the Dam Road gangs are the two major gangs within the Green Island area, and they have accounted for the majority of the issues. Notwithstanding, we would have apprehended several of the gang members, but it appears as if they continue to recruit other persons within the community. They are getting support from other communities by virtue of what our intelligence is suggesting, and we are discouraging persons from being members or joining these gangs. It does not pay. So we need the citizens of Hanover to speak to their family members, especially the young men, encouraged the ACP Miller. The senior officer said several community outreach initiatives have been implemented by the Hanover Police. Our community security section has gone in, and also the divisional commander for Hanover had several of what we call walkthroughs at the community meetings with the persons there. We are trying to see how best we can actually speak to these young men and actually reach out to them and actually try to discourage them in relation to them being associated or being members of these gangs. So we are trying numerous means and measures to see if we can reach them just to discourage them from being members of gangs. It is never our intention to see any member of the society lose their life, whether it be by gang violence or whether it be by situations where police officers would have gone to arrest some of these criminals and they would have confronted the police. That is not our intention, said ACP Miller. Energy Minister rejects JPS's 3-week timeline for power restoration. The Jamaica Public Service Company says it will take another 3 weeks before power is restored to several communities in rural Jamaica following the damage to its system by Hurricane Beryl. Energy Minister Darrell Vaz says this was communicated by JPS during a meeting with the management of the company on Friday. But Mr. Vaz says he rejected the timeline given by JPS and called for the company to find and deploy more resources to ease the discomfort of thousands of residents who have been in darkness since the hurricane on July 3.
They are giving me timelines that will take us from the end of July to the 12th of August for certain parishes. I've indicated to them that that is not acceptable and that we have to find ways to make up for the lost time and obviously increase the workforce. And that would mean additional external linesmen. It would mean, on my recommendation, the revision of current rates that are being paid to the contractors and getting new contractors who are not willing to work for the rates that were being offered by JPS to come on track. So in essence, I have told them that they need to find a way to incentivize the workers and the contractors so that we can get this over and complete in the shortest possible time. 3 weeks with another 3 weeks in some areas is too much. There is still a lot of work to be done as it relates to the restoration of NWC pumps, national irrigation pumps for the farmers, and last but not least, the several communities in all parishes that remain without electricity. I'm expecting to get a revised report to present to Cabinet on Monday. It was a successful meeting because I went there well armed with my evidence and my suggestions as to how we can improve on the efficiency. And that is what all I'm interested at this point in time, because people are suffering.
Guys, thank you for watching. See you this evening at 6 p.m. for another news update.